Yeah, yeah. What's good? What's going on? Yeah, yeah. What's good? What's going on? So much noise in the background. We're gonna fix that though. One step at a time. Day one things, man. So much noise in the background. It's gonna be crazy. One step at a time, man. But welcome to NOCAPPP. Day one. This is the first step of a long journey, man. It's, it's been a long time coming. Like, I see why there's so many people jumping into podcasts, man, because it's really the most efficient way to get your thoughts out because you're not meeting people in public no more. You're not having these conversations, interactions day to day. So why not put yourself right there on the corner, on the spot where people can walk up, entertain a conversation for themselves. They not messing with it, they can let it fly, but they picking up what you're putting down, they can take it with them. There's so many topics that I plan to get into and so many different places I can take this and that I plan on taking this, but we're really gonna start with step one. Why podcast? Not really for the same reasons everybody else is doing it. I'm not trying to push a message. I'm not trying to give you any kind of rhetoric. I'm not trying to spoon feed you politics or tell you how to think. It's not why I'm here. I'm here because I miss having like unprotected conversation, if that makes sense. Consensual, unfiltered, unadulterated conversation where no malice, no ill intent, just people bringing their opinions, ideas, perspectives, and thought processes to the table, and we just match. You give yours, I give mine, and then we find middle ground. That's how a conversation's supposed to go. That's like top tier conversation right there. But in the space that we exist in right now, it's more so I think what I think. If you don't think how I think, exactly how I think it, and when I think it, I'm just gonna dismiss you, and your thought process don't even matter. And that's not a healthy space to be in, man. So as much as I support what's going on, I'm like, nah, that can't be how that work. Instead, we need to find a more effective way to do this. You did, but you see him popping up as a little game and stream. Yeah, I told you I'm learning this from day one, man. No crazy expensive software, no team behind it, just me slowly chipping away piece by piece, making it a little bit better. So the same way the podcast is growing is the exact same way I expect the conversation to grow, and then for the group to grow, and then for the impact of it to grow, because it's necessary, it's needed badly. And that brings me to what the sole purpose of this is addressing the elephant. No cap means exactly that. No falsified information, no crazy opinions, not me trying to manipulate you into thinking what I want you to think. Just I'm giving you 100% authentic me. And I expect the same of people in return. That's how we interact and actually build bonds and relationships. You authentically give yourself, I do the same, and then we can figure out how we go from there. But no cap is in the old people terms, or in the older generation that hit you with the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. And even before then, it was no fibbing, no telling no tall tales. Same thought process, just no ulterior motives, just come through what you think. And that's the elephant. People too, I don't want to say opinionated, because we all got opinions. It's more so now people find an excuse on why not to be themselves or think what they think or express themselves. Being politically correct, not wanting to be judged, missing out on something, so opportunity costs, the ramifications, perspective, social status, and social class, different things like that, where folks more worried about the impact of the message that they give off than they are about the actual message that they give off. And there's a line of demarcation where you have to say, I need to do what's best for me and what's going to be best for my environment in the long run, compared to trying to fit in with the crowd, and I'm going to just go wherever the wave is taking me, and I'm just ride this tide out, and we'll figure out where we at when we get there. That ain't the way to go. The way to go is starting right here. I'm gonna tell you what I think, and this, again, no ill intent. Not trying to gaslight you, not trying to piss you off, not trying to irritate you. Just majority of my opinions is rooted in fact. I'm gonna bring you these facts that build my perspective, and I want you to bring me your facts and your perspective, so I can meet you where you at. Because a lot of the issues we having, because one, you're not having a conversation. Two, you're not authentic in a conversation. Sometimes I'm gonna just say what you want to hear, or you gonna tell me what you think I want to hear. People not listening. You got one mouth, two ears, but folks is all mouth, no ears. I hate them people. Conversations where you're talking, but they talking while you talking, or you can hear or see them not listening to you, but they talk at you, and you just expected to like receive all of it. Nah, I can't do that. If you can't listen, you shouldn't even be talking. It's, babies learn to hear before they learn how to speak. You can cry, but that ain't speaking. So you didn't forwent everything that you was taught as a child just to go, my opinion is most important. Nah, we're not doing that. Mm-mm. You gotta meet me where I'm at. Had a conversation, be authentic, and then from there, figure out where issues are popping up from. Because majority of our issues are miscommunication or ill intent. Social issues, personal issues, financial issues is ill intent or miscommunication. I meant that, did this, or I meant that, didn't know this would pop up. Even at a macro level, human issues come from that place. So, in the grand scheme, no cap, I just want to be the strike a lightning that sparks the conversation, and the fire grows into problems being solved and groups coming closer and conversations being had that before be swept under the rug. I'm not the sweep under the rug type of person, honestly. I'm real comfortable with confrontation. Rather it be constructive and build towards something, but you gotta be willing to put your nose in the fire, experience the back and forth in order to grow or do anything. And that's gonna be step one. And this is all it is, step one. trying to grow, just creating a space. So who knows how long it'll last? It could be a week, could be 3 months, could be a year, could be 10 years. But first step, you gotta create that space where it's comfortable to say what you need to say without judgment, without influencing whatever needs to be said. Just creating a space, whether that's verbally, through messaging, through DMs and personal conversation, just being able to create the space, then validating after that, and that validate people's existence and that their opinion matter. Then we can get to the truth and go from there. But you gotta meet me where I'm at. We gotta respect each other's existence, and then boom, conversation. So honestly, I can't wait to see it grow because I know there's so many different perspectives that I haven't considered, never been privy to, that I would love to receive and love to incorporate that into my thought process because it's not about right or wrong for me, it's all about truth. So I'll press you, figure out what you know, why you know it, how you know it, and how it impacts your life. That way I can consider that for my own journey and then grow from there. So real intense, but if you can't tell, the energy is respectful, polite, kind, like don't want to step on your toes, but want to figure out what it is you know, how you know it, really pick people's brains because it's cool to learn things from firsthand experience, but it's so much easier to get people's experiences and include that into your experience so you can learn and grow from there. Because my mom used to always say, you're gonna watch all your friends jump off a bridge and then follow them, or you gonna learn from that. And took that to heart. So learning everybody's perspective so we can get closer to the truth. And then for me, when I get the truth, that's law. I take it, and that's the foundation I live off of. Just the truth. I know this to be true. So because I know this, here's how I'm gonna move. Other people know the truth, but I'm gonna still do what I want. And I respect that, but as long as we acknowledge the truth, we're closer to where we need to be. And there's so many ways to improve, and there's so much room for improvement when you address the elephant. And man, I get so many questions that I'm gonna get asked and I'm gonna get answered because even with a lot of the podcasts that we see, dating podcasts, sports podcasts, social podcasts, business podcasts, you name it, they might talk about some issues, but it's very blatant the ones that we just skip over, and it doesn't do us any good. What good does it do us to talk about, for example, like women's sports and the state of women's sports and comparing them to men's sports if we're not talking about what the expectations are and what they're comparing them to and what the benchmarks for success are. But we moving past that, just going, this is what's happening, this is what we need to do. Mm-mm. I'm not one to rush into these conversations just for entertainment because the entertainment value is cool. You want to dibble and dabble with, dang, these are the possibilities. What about this hypothetical? It's fun. You can do it for, the media has been doing it for generations. Since media has become a thing, it was built on hypotheticals and drama and the interpretations of our imagination. But I want to get back to the areas that we tend to ignore, the dirty, the grimy, the things that if we addressed, it would be uncomfortable for a little bit, but there's a part of us that enjoys certain discomfort. Not all discomfort, but there's certain situations of awkwardness that we enjoy, especially when you can move past it. And that's going to be the sole purpose of No Cap. I want to get into sports. I want to get into movies. Want to get into TV. Want to mess around and see what's going on with anime and get into dating, get into social issues, world issues, politics, the whole, run the gamut. But we're gonna take it a step at a time. And after addressing the elephant, the only thing you can do is eat it, and the only way to eat an elephant is see you again.